Freedom, justice, opportunity, the rule of law, equality, under the law. These are the ideals upon which the United States was built. We have never approached perfection striving for these ideals, but ideals nonetheless have been as a beacon on a hill beckoning all those who dream, who hope, who aspire, who dare. This has been the promise of these United States. Welcome to the State of the Union 2018. I'm Scott Paradis. As is now the tradition, don't expect to hear any pertinent insights about where we stand as a nation from the President in his State of the Union address. The President will celebrate the stock market at an all-time high. Translation, runaway inflation. Nearly full employment by government calculations with no correlation between contribution and compensation. Tax legislation with suspect implications at best. And he'll rattle off a short list of other accomplishments to assure you the nation is in good hands and on the right track. The 2016 election, for the first time in my lifetime, rejected the establishment. A majority of people, at least as reflected by the Electoral College, recognized a failure of leadership, resulting in a failure of government. Those voters were attempting to force change. Will we see any change? Here I'll highlight three indicators of our current state, the state of our union. First, the National Center for Health Statistics is reporting a declining life expectancy in the United States. Do shorter lifespans suggest progress to you? The next indicator, we are fast approaching a government debt load of $25 trillion, federal, state, and local, and a personal debt load of $15 trillion, including record levels of credit card and student loan debt. Party now, play now, pay later. We're expecting one rosy future even to pay the interest of this mountain of debt. And the final indicator, the accelerating concentration of wealth. The top 10% of citizens control more than 80% of the nation's wealth, while the top 1% control nearly 40%. No wonder politics are so polarized. Wages have been flat for the contributing classes for 50 years. The only way we're raising living standards, and remember, life expectancy is now declining, is through debt. We're a fickle bunch. Time and time again, we believe the lies flowing like honey from politicians' mouths. We keep paying and paying and paying the same people to represent us. Have you ever wondered why so many members of Congress, are all wealthy when so few of us are? There are some wonderful things happening in America. People are innovating. People are creating. People are living and learning, growing and contributing. And this is a wonderful thing. We are advancing technology at a remarkable rate. But in total, in aggregate, we are heading in the wrong direction. It's time to confront the brutal facts and change course. Relationships, a community, even a nation are built fundamentally on trust. Money, the basis of our economy and our way of life, is trust. And unfortunately, nothing is growing faster in America than distrust. We are in crisis times. You're not going to hear that message from any president unless he's seeking to take something away from you. The entire charade, our political circus, is about one thing: control. Throughout human history, two themes dominate: might makes right, and the many serve the few. This is what our government subscribes to. The systems we have developed and nurture invokes might to ensure the many serve the few. This has happened before to all empires and great nations. Every time the situation reaches critical mass, would-be leaders push the people over a tipping point. The results are never pretty. It's always pain and ugliness. We'll be there soon. The state of our union demands we either take action as masters of our fate and transition back to a unified purpose, or endure the trials this path will lead us to. It's up to us. Change the system by design, or suffer the consequences by default. To change course, we must address our systemic failings, the institutionalized systems reinforcing a corrupt status quo where the rich grow richer and the contributing classes decline. Technology increases our exposure to lies and half-truths. Deceit and deception grow from once reputable sources, government, media, corporations, all grabbing as much as we'll let them. Might makes right. The many serve the few. Government systems undermine the moral authority of family, the concept of personal responsibility, and the enduring power of faith. Here we are. So I ask you, do you want change? Genuine, beneficial change. In my past State of the Union addresses, I've offered a number of alternatives, ways to reshape the system and move forward productively. Here now, I offer this. The state of our union is disarray. We've allowed corruption to rule. Might makes right, and the many serve the few. We've abandoned principle. We're running as a herd to tumble over a cliff. Changing course will require radical action and generate real pain. Just know this. Despite our faults, one thing throughout human history has always prevailed. It has prevailed over desire for power, over deception and deceit, even over destruction and death. Life has prevailed. Hope and love have prevailed. A force, a power, a spirit beyond understanding encourages and strengthens those who survive. The choice is ours. Steady as she goes, right over the cliff, or face about, confront our fears, put our faith in each other, and take on the responsibility of building new systems to promote life. Resurrect hope, and instead of allowing divide and conquer to destroy us, come together and love. If you are clinging to a glimmer of hope, join the effort. Start pulling together. Share this message. Be the solution. It's time to chart a new course. Life finds a way. Love finds a way. We can do so much better. I'm Scott Paradis. May God bless you, and may God bless these United States of America.